Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and this time we're playing Five Nights at Freddy's Baba Booey Edition.
That's pretty good.
Thanks. Guys, Hershey chocolate bars ripped off Mr. Beast?
We noticed that Mr. Beast has a new competitor, and it's Hershey's, guys.
And Mr. Beast has noticed too, and he will be sending the Mr. Beast army. He will be sending Carl Jacobs to go kill the CEO of
He's
Hershey's.
gonna send Chris to throw all of her tampons at them. When you first saw that Hershey's was going to make their own Feastables candy bar, what was your thought on that?
This is my thought, because I came to you and I was like, damn, Hershey's is ripping off Mr. Beast. Because Mr. Beast, of course, has... He got out of
got out of prison.
He's getting... yeah, for diddling kids.
Drinking adrenochrome.
He's... he's looking to get out of the Beast Burger business and get into the quick, easy
candy
business.
Okay, no, fuck off. Wait, time out. Didn't the Feastables come out before the Beast Burgers?
No, that's a lie.
Okay, boom. Show the evidence here.
But a big ding for me being right.
Okay, but then if I'm wrong, put the...
Yeah, layer them both over each other. Yeah, so he started doing the chocolate bars, and now he does like Carl gummies, which I've never seen in person, or the Mr. Beast cookies.
It's been like what, 2 years since he's announced Feastables. I have not once seen a single fucking thing for Carl Jacob gummies.
And we tried the Feastable when it came out, and we were like, that's fine chocolate, but what we really fell in love with...
Wait, our first introduction to the Feastables, hold on. Our first introduction was, why the fuck is this so small? Why the fuck is this so small?
It's so tiny, yeah.
And this just tastes like modeling chocolate, or like chocolate, like gourmet chocolate. Like, no, okay, gourmet sounds too fancy. It sounds like chocolate you would use for like chocolate making class at like the community center.
Yeah, it tastes generic. But I will say, I really liked the crunch one that they did. Every time we go to 7-Eleven really high at night, I'd be like, Mr. Beast bar. Dude, okay.
Mark would be like, okay, but we gotta get the Beast bar. And at first I was like, I don't give a fuck about the Beast bar. But then we got them. We got two, actually. Mark got the crunch one, and I got the D's Nuts one back when it was still called the D's Nuts one. RIP. And it was all right.
It was all right.
It was all right.
I see this thing. It's common knowledge that American chocolate is shit, but Mr. Beast bar was like the only one where I'm like, I can eat that.
Because it tasted like European chocolate.
It just tasted normal, yeah.
But also, you know, at first we were like, oh, haha, the Beast bar, whatever.
It's funny because it has his fucking face plastered on the advertising.
That, and also it was like, oh, go to 7-Eleven, get a Diet Dr. Peppy, get a Beast bar, go home, play Fortnite. You know,
yeah,
that was like our
schedule,
ritual. Yeah. For a bit, you know. And at first it was all fun and games, but then we were like, okay, but if I were to get any chocolate bar,
it would be the Beast bar.
I would get the Beast bar.
So now Mr. Beast has come. He said, look, I can go even further, and he's released brand new flavor, brand new marketing, brand new everything around the Beast bar to get rid of his derpy face on the cover.
What happened is the Beast bars got in trouble for D's Nuts.
They got in trouble for that, yeah.
For using D's Nuts, because D's Nuts was technically a thing in Australia for like cashews or whatever.
Yeah.
And they got sued, so they had to rebrand. And in rebranding, they've simplified it a hell of a lot more. They added their little Beast logo,
which I'd argue looks a little generic, a little Minecraft YouTuber intro, but no,
it sticks out.
It sticks out on a shelf.
It sticks out because most chocolate bars have packaging like that, where it's
like
just
orange
or brown. Or like, I think the only things that I could think that are different than this are like a Babe Ruth or a whatchamacallit, because they're like white or like yellow. Even then Butterfingers is yellow, but it's always like a warm tones, because if you watch Food Theory, the color blue is inappetizing for us as humans. And so most retailers, I would imagine, would avoid using colors like blue for their packaging.
Yeah.
But I gotta hand it to Beast. It looks pretty good. It's eye-catching.
So one day I woke up and I see Mr. Beast tweeting saying he's harassing 7-Eleven employees to stock the Beast bar because they're not stocking it. But then like a little bit later he's like, oh, look at this. Right whenever I rebrand my Mr. Beast bar advertising how I'm using a creamier, milkier recipe, look who comes fucking crashing, like raining on my parade, Hershey's.
So genius.
Hershey's have released a new chocolate bar, and I don't know how regularly they do that or how regularly that happens, that is specifically advertised to have a creamier, milkier taste.
You know what? We have it right here.
Right off the bat, I can see why places would avoid using blue, because this Hershey bar, looks unappetizing as fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
It looks ugly. It just looks hideous.
That's because, Mark, they use a lighter blue. They use a lighter blue, like an eggshell blue or a robin's egg blue.
Whereas this is really saturated.
This comes off like baby.
Yeah.
Timeo's, right? Okay. This is Timeo's, okay?
And this is Chester-O's.
But the reason why this works is because of the Mr. Beast logo.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's literally just because of the Mr. Beast logo, because the Mr. Beast logo is this color, and from a non-fan, okay.
Because we're really not that diehard of Mr.
Stop!
Beast
Shut up!
fans.
Yes, you are. You literally put on the new Mr. Beast every
That's
time.
because who doesn't watch the new Mr. Beast?
Me.
Let's be raise a hands. Who doesn't watch the new Mr. Beast? She literally watches them.
Do you
want
to know why? Because he puts them on the TV, but I don't choose to watch them. Not a Mr. Beast fan. Comparing these two, okay? This has shit stains smeared all over the side of it. This is literally like a fat guy had a fucking chocolate bar under his titty, and there is shit smeared under it because he didn't know which one was his asshole and
yeah,
which
and
one
the
wasn't.
packaging, the color of the packaging got all desaturated because of his sweat bleeding into it.
Yes, this looks like a worn out piece of underwear.
Look, throw me this.
Yeah.
Little wench, which would you rather eat? He's staring at the Mr. Beast bar. He does not even. He's not even giving a passing glance to the Hershey bar. What do you think, wench?
He loves the Beast bar. You love the Beast bar? It's so good.
Yeah.
Little Wenching. We're gonna let Little Wenching try each one of these chocolates and see.
This is Little Wenching's last appearance on the podcast, guys. This is where I disagree with good old Jimmy Beast over here. Is that he perhaps jokingly accused Hershey's of like coincidentally just coming out with a CM kind of gimmick around his time. But I would argue, like months and perhaps years of like research and development making the fucking thing, like putting it out. I don't think Hershey's actually ripped off Mr. Beast.
Time the fuck out. Okay, time the fuck out. Let's look at Hershey's gross income for the last since the Beast bars have been on shelves, shall we?
Okay.
You look up when the Beast bars have first been released, okay?
Mr. Beast's chocolate bar recently celebrated its 2nd anniversary, launching on January 29th, 2022.
Okay, so since 2022, their income has been going down.
Really?
It literally has been going down, with the one exception of this one month they did well.
Which might have been the month they released this
Which
new bar.
might have been the month where they released that bar. In the last 2 years, they've been doing worse.
That's like Prime, Logan Paul, KSI's Prime drink, like selling more than like Gatorade or whatever, like recently, where it's like it's overpassed them in like a year.
And that's the thing is,
this is the future.
This is the future. Is the notoriety of old traditional brandings doesn't matter anymore, because anybody can be an entrepreneur now. And it used to be that anybody could be an entrepreneur before, but now anybody can be an entrepreneur.
But it's also, people have never been more attached to like being a consumer of like their favorite internet like celebrity.
Just being a consumer in general. I mean, look at TikTok.
And even then, look at Mr. Beast like giving away, like, I'm going to give away $10,000 to anyone who buys a Beast bar. And like, Mr. Beast, let me just say, if you're watching this,
we bought 3 today.
We bought 3 for this video.
Jimmy Beast, we went to the 7-Eleven and they had
nothing. They had nothing.
They had nothing for days.
They still have your old branding on the Beast bars, Mr.
Jimmy
Beast over there.
We went to 7-Eleven 3 times this week. 3 times, and on their stock day, and they still had no Mr. Beast bars.
We had to special order these in for this video.
Mark did actually have to. We were actually surprised they got all 3 of them.
Yeah, from Target. But also, I wanted to say, Mr. Beast, you're announcing the winners of the $10,000 of buying Mr. Beast bars on my birthday. And that is not a lie. The March 29th, you are announcing the winners. So just saying, I think it's my birthday, Mr. Beast.
Guys, hashtag Mark Beast birthday.
Mark Beast's birthday.
Guys, come on. Jimmy Beast. Come on, Jimmy. Come on. Sorry, Mark.
Can't help you.
Oh my god, I love that. That's a fucking meme. I love that people like that.
This is the moment of truth. Here's the question. Whoever came up with the idea first, whoever created chocolate first, Hershey or Mr. Beast, whoever made the creamy chocolate first, Mr. Beast or Hershey's, which one tastes better? That's the at the end of the day.
That is what we're trying to find out, guys, is which one tastes better. Which
one tastes better?
Chocolate recipe is
Tastes
more
creamier.
appealing. So, okay, Mark, I was thinking you did a blind test.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
So-
is gonna be hard because the fucking Hershey one has a dumbass cow pattern
I
on
will
it.
I will cut it into a square.
Really?
I will cut both of them into a random square.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
And
This is gonna be the Mark blind taste test.
I wanted to specify $2 versus like $2.70. They seem to be around the same size,
But they're not.
The Mr. Beast bar, like if we were to go by like where the chocolate starts,
Look, we'll open one. We'll open up the Hershey one.
that's another thing worth mentioning is that the Hershey bar isn't like a chocolate bar. It is two little like
two strings of cows all in like a human centipede formation.
so already you're getting less chocolate there because they have it in a dumbass cow pattern, whereas the Mr. Beast bar is just a straight up chocolate bar. So already it seems like you're getting it's so cute, but it's so fucking like I'm getting less chocolate now.
It is definitely like a stylistic choice. Like, when has Hershey's ever like when have they ever advertised themselves for their like milk or the milk chocolate aspect of their like products? I don't think ever, unless it was like chocolate milk, like the Hershey's chocolate milk.
But look at how little chocolate you're getting there. Like it's cut off by the fucking packaging, the white.
The white packaging isn't even enough to like, now open the Beast bar.
Where's this? All chocolate, baby.
Look at this. Already opening up the Beast bar.
It's kind of
It is the full fucking,
It's the
the
full
wrapper
bar.
covers the whole thing.
There's no
It is
lie
not
here.
a fake like white tray of little tiny chocolates.
Of 8 cows.
Okay, Mark, I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
cut these
I'm
up.
gonna cut these up in the kitchen, and then I'm gonna blindfold you and feed you one, and we'll see how this goes.
Okay, sounds good.
Chocolates.
This is
Alright.
the moment where Mr. Beast either hates us forever or loves us and gives us $1 million dollars.
This one right here, okay, is the Mr. Beast one. Okay, that's the Jimmy Beast one. And this one right here is the Hershey's one, okay? So we're going to give him this one first, and then we're going to give him that one, okay? Open your mouth. Lighter.
Do you want my opinion?
Sure, yeah, give me your opinion of that so far.
That was pretty good. It was pretty sweet.
Okay. Is there anything
I think that's the Mr. Beast one.
you think that's the Mr. Beast one?
Mhm.
Okay, what don't you like about it?
Maybe it's like a little too sweet. Or like eating a full bar of that, I feel like I might feel sick, but I guess that's what some people want, you know, just a lot of chocolate.
Okay, here's the next one.
So yeah, that's the Hershey one.
How can you tell?
Because when you put it in my mouth, it immediately fell apart, and I was like, yeah, that would be the harder one to cut into a square.
Fuck off. Do
But
they
also-
taste the same?
No, they don't taste the same. They taste similar, but not the same, because the Hershey one advertises on it prominently like, oh, it is fucking chocolate milk flavored, which is just their way of saying it's like milkier. But you can taste that like that to it, you know, the chocolate milkier like kind of side to it, you know what I mean?
I don't know, so let me try.
Yeah, try it.
Okay, so here's the Mr. Beast part. That also, this one is yours, the one that wasn't fucked.
Okay.
It tastes like... Sorry, buddy. The Mr. Beast chocolate tastes like a chocolate coin.
Yeah.
And then this one is the Hershey. In the Hershey one... Okay. The Mr. Beast chocolate has more bitterness than the Hershey one. The Hershey one is a lot more sweeter, and I'd argue that the Hershey one melts a lot more than the Mr. Beast one. But the Mr. Beast one's just better.
There's something about it, and you're getting more for your money too.
Yeah, you really are. You're getting like a whole fucking thing of bars. Although I don't like that he has like he has like 3 little squares, and then he has one big long part that says Feastables, and then 3 little squares again.
I just kind of like it because it looks like unique. I would rather this.
You don't think the cow looks unique?
The cow is just like shit, you know? It's like you were cheap. You wanted to make less chocolate to make it seem like you were giving the guy more.
It is really fucking cheap. That is my one thing against fucking Hershey's is they really fuck you. They cut you a small piece of chocolate,
which I wouldn't mind, but they try to make you seem like it's bigger, make you think it's bigger. So
because the packaging is like almost the same.
Yeah, so
almost the same size.
Mr. Beast wins in my opinion.
I agree. Mr. Beast wins.
And that's not bias, and that's not because we want $1 million.
No,
Winch
because
wants $1 million.
You know what it is? Is Mr. Beast, the Mr. Beast chocolate has that charm of like holiday candy. You know what I mean? It tastes like holiday candy, like Halloween, like holiday chocolates, you know? Whereas the Hershey's one tastes like Easter chocolates, where it's like really cheap and really like gimmicky. Yeah, really gimmicky and waxy. It's like waxy chocolate almost.
I think I've told you before. I would compare the Mr. Beast one to like it is like perfectly like B grade UCAT chocolate. You know, that's how it tastes to me. But sometimes you want that. I feel like whenever I went back to Ireland and I had a Cadbury bar, I was like, oh my god, it's just so sweet and so like compared to what I'm used to having here, that it was just so like sickening after a while. But that's like I could eat a Beast bar.
Okay, Mark, we haven't tried the new Mr. Beast peanut butter or the new Mr. Beast crunch bar.
Okay, yeah, we'll go through these quick, just like a simple bite and move on. Like
don't
that little
winch.
wench.
Don't winch it.
That feels great.
Ooh, don't winch it.
That's his butt scratching song. Ooh,
don't winching. Ooh, ooh. Don't winching. Ooh, don't winching. Ooh, ooh. It's winching.
So, I think it's safe to say that Mr. Beast has outdone himself. He already had perfection that was the Mr. Beast bar, and he said, no, I'm going to make it even better. And I would say he succeeded. I don't miss the old Mr. Beast bars.
they weren't bad.
No.
They weren't bad, but I like these ones a hell of a lot more. That's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because this is the Jimmy Beast episode.
Yeah, the second Mr. Beast.
The second Mr. Beast episode we've had, and it's a thing where it's like, I wouldn't go on and say that I'm a fan, but then at the same time, everything that I've seen, I've liked. You know what I mean? Like every Mr. Beast thing I've ever seen, I'm like, that was really cool. I like that.
You know what it kind of feels like? It feels like Mr. Beast is everywhere in a way to where you don't even really need to be a fan of him because you will just end up seeing him at some point.
And see him do incredible things with how much money he has.
Yeah.
But, you know, I will say I had respect for Mr. Beast for a while because of, like, the philanthropy that he does. I feel like that's, you know, he's giving back and that's good. But then as soon as he did the, like, 100 dogs adoption episode, I was like, ugh. I wasn't like, no, I wasn't like that. I was like, hell yeah, Jimmy Beast. That was really cool.
And Bean really liked that episode.
And now little Beanling, he wants to sit over here. You want to sit over here? You trying to cross? What are you trying to do? No.
Oh, God, shit,
I think he's jealous of that little wenching getting the big pillow. See, now he wants to come over here. Now you want to come over here.
Guys, Bean will do this really fucking annoying thing where we'll take him outside to pee, and he'll just walk around the garden doing nothing, and then we'll be like, all right, you guys don't have to pee, so we'll let him in, and then he'll go pee because he knows someone's watching him.
It's because he wants to do the ultimate ham hack, which it's my... Okay, for all you dog owners out there, I did not train my dogs based off of... well, okay, no, that's not true. I did train my dogs based off of treats, but I never trained my dogs how to be potty trained with treats. You know what I mean? I never really used treats on walks, which is probably why Sammy barks sometimes.
You used walks as the treat.
The walk was the treat, right? So when Bean goes outside, I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I should start rewarding him. Maybe I should start giving him like ham or something every time he goes pee outside, because that means he's being a good boy.
But also because the little wench is getting old, so he pees in the house.
No, that's not because he's getting old. He's always peed in the house.
Well, okay, the little wench was an outdoor dog at first for a long time, for a lot of his life.
Mark, hold up. He was homeless. Okay.
Yeah.
So everywhere was his bathroom.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, we wanted to encourage Wench to pee outside and not in the main house,
Yes.
and it wasn't fair of us to give Wench a treat for peeing outside and not give the other dogs.
Yes. Okay, you are complete. Yeah. Yes, very true. But the thing is, because this was never introduced to Bean when he was a puppy, he was just like, oh, so if I just go outside, I get ham.
Yeah, he doesn't realize it's tied to the...
To
well,
the
he
peeing.
knows it's tied
He
to
knows it,
peeing,
yeah.
but he knows that if we let him outside
We're
and
not
we walk
gonna
away,
check.
we're not going to
Yeah,
know.
we're not going to check that he pees, and he knows that we're not going to check. So he'll go outside, literally just like fart, and then be like, okay, and then go back inside and expect ham.
And go to the fridge.
Yes, and he'll run into the kitchen to the fridge and be like, hey, give me ham. I was good.
And so, like, half an hour later, he will actually have to pee, so then it's like double the treats.
Exactly,
you know? That's the
yes.
ultimate ham hack.
Yes. We've caught on to his ultimate ham hack ways and have now just eliminated treats altogether as far as using the restroom outside.
Bean ruined it for all
Bean,
the dogs.
Bean did ruin it for everyone. But you know what? Ever since then, it's happened a lot less.
Yeah, little Wench doesn't pee in the house.
That little wench has been very well. Okay, no, he did pee on the boxes over there,
But
but
that's Flexi Spot boxes.
he
They're
peed
fine.
on our Flexi Spot boxes.
So Flexi Spot and Mr. Beast, thank you. Flexi Spot gave us free stuff. When's your turn, Mr. Beast?
Jimmy Beast. It's Mark's birthday.
It's my birthday. dude.
Like at that point, like.
At that point,
like,
what
just
can you do, Mr.
Yeah,
Beast?
you
Your
just
hands are
have
tied.
to give it to him. Aren't you friends with Carl Jacobs? Can Carl Jacobs? You were supposed to come on our podcast a while ago.
Carl Jacobs, I think we all know follows do equal endorsements. So
Carl Jacobs, remember when Mark went on your podcast before the Mr. Beast era? May we remind you?
very true. Does the stock Fairly Odd Parents?
Does the Family Guy? What kind of music do you like, Gloria?
What kind of music do you like, Gloria?
Hippo hop. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Hippo hop.
Did we ever talk about the Family Guy golf experience we went to? Were we uploading the podcast around that time?
Yes, we did talk about the Family Guy golf experience because I remember editing it.
I feel like we would have titled the
because
podcast
I-
that.
I put pictures of the golfing thing up on an episode, didn't we?
Our Twitter, I thought you put it up. Guys, if you didn't know, to celebrate the upcoming season, the current season of Family Guy, season
Yeah,
23.
it's not upcoming anymore.
Yeah, they announced our season 22. They had
A very big release party that we did not get invited to, but as a follow-up for all pedestrians, they had a experience, the Peter Griffin mini golf experience.
yeah.
Where you get to go mini golfing in all of your favorite sets in Quahog. Sorry, I was gonna say in Sleepy Hollow.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I had to stop myself.
And so we were like, oh, this is going to be so much fun. It's just a Family Guy mini golf with like sets from Quahog. It's going to be so cool.
They got the Hinden Peter.
yeah.
Quick, to the Hinden Peter. They also had 2 food trucks that would give you specialty foods and drinks based off of the testicular characters.
Like
we're
Joe.
nurses. Like Joe.
But they wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be actual food from the episodes.
No, it'd
guess
be like-
what episodes were there that had like food that stood out to you?
It
that
would
was
be
unique?
like the Quagmire tater tots,
Yeah,
or
just
like the lowest
cookies.
Shirley Temple. Yeah, lowest fresh baked cookies, which mind you were not fresh baked.
It was disgusting.
I thought you liked them.
No, I didn't. They sat in the side of your car for like like a week before we
I
threw them
thought
away.
we ate them, and you were like, "Those are pretty good."
No,
Too
they were,
bad
like,
it took
store-bought.
forever.
That's it. Okay, so we went with Zach and Nikki, and I felt so bad because it was a train wreck. It was a horrible event. Horribly put together and planned.
I felt so fucking bad because like Zach's been obviously busy working, and so and so is Nikki, and so it was like the first time we were getting to hang out with them in a long time because they've just been so preoccupied with work. They managed to like free up a night, and we went to the fucking Peter Griffin experience, and it was so packed. They had to give us like buzzers you would get at like BJ's or a restaurant.
Yeah.
To wait for our names to be called to wait in line.
Yeah,
to
it
mini
was
golf.
a virtual line to get in line. Imagine you go to a restaurant and you like get one of those buzzer things and you go away for like half an hour and it buzzes, you come back, and that's great. You can wait in the actual physical line.
You can wait in the queue now to play mini golf.
Guys, we were there 4 hours. We did not play mini golf.
No. So you know what we did after we got our buzzer? We waited in line at the food truck to get some fucking food.
And we ordered like fries and a fucking
A burger
That
and
was
like a corn dog.
and that was it. That was it. We waited there for 2 hours for a fucking food truck like meal.
2 fucking hours just so we can get our food. And by the way, I had to walk up there to remind them that we
had ordered.
because they didn't remember that we ordered. And within the 2 hours that we were waiting for our food, our buzzer to go golfing still never went off.
Yeah, and so it's like 4 hours have passed, and it's like where you get the food is where the fucking mini golf course is. So it's like I've looked at it. Is playing it
You
really
can, like,
that different?
Yeah, you can clearly like see all of it. Like you just
It's
look,
tiny.
You look to your left and you see like 5 little plots of like I want to say
A couple houses.
like 4 feet by 4 feet of just like miniature cardboard cutouts of like Peter's house and like the Hidden Peter.
Yeah, and so we go in to leave, and Veronica goes up to the guy at the counter, and he's like, "Hey, but just take us off the list. We're gonna leave."
No, what happened was we were like, okay, this is getting fucking ridiculous. I said, let me go in and talk to him.
That's right.
And I walk in to go talk to him, and the actual line to mini golf is so long that it's actually going outside of the building onto the sidewalk outside.
And the mini golf starts at the opposite side of the building. So
Yes.
it's just going through the whole building.
It's literally going across the whole entire building to get to the back corner where it begins.
So we've waited 4 hours, and even if we got our mini golf thing,
we'd have to wait
we'd be
another
waiting-
hour.
Yeah, and it would be like do a really quick hole, wait 20 minutes for the guys
then
in front of
move
us to
on.
finish their
Yes.
hole, you know?
It was just awful, right?
So yeah, you went to
So
the guy.
I went to the guy and I said, hey, listen, we never got our names called. And I've had this buzzer here for like 2 hours and I still haven't gotten our names called.
And
by
we're
this
just gonna
time-
go.
Yeah, at this point, me, Zach, Nikki, and Mark were just like, fuck this, let's just go. But we saw it all. It was cool to see, but this is ridiculous. Oh, and also they had specialty drinks that Mark and Nikki got that is like the Cleveland bathtub joke where it's called the now.
It was just a little bathtub.
It was a little bathtub and you drink your alcoholic drink and it has like a
And it
little...
was like $20, and you had to return the
You had to return the bathtub. So they would hold on to your ID just so you can drink your drink in a plastic bathtub that's being reused. And then you had to give them the bathtub to get your ID back.
And then Nikki got hers, and we looked down, and there was a puddle on the ground. It was all dripping out
it
the
was
bottom of
dripping
it.
out of the bottom of the fake bathtub.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Her whole drink was like draining right before her eyes. But okay. So I went to the counter and I said, hey, listen, we've had this fucking thing for like 2 hours. Nobody's called our name. This thing hasn't budged. Like, whatever, we're going to go. And he's like, oh, shit, really? And I was
Well,
like,
let me mark off your name.
yeah, he's like, what was your name down? I guess I'll just take your name off. And I was like, it was Mark. And he was like, I don't have a...
Matt.
No. He was like, Monk?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. No, his name was Mark. And he goes, oh, well, we have a monk.
And he scrolls back like 3 pages, and
Which
it's
means
like,
all of these people have gone before us.
and it's like, even if he got the name wrong, our buzzer should have gone off.
And it never did. And he was like, oh, well, here you are. Okay.
He's like, I can just let you guys in if you want. It's like, no, we're not going to wait another hour to get in line.
It wasn't a thing of like, I can just let you guys begin playing. It was, I can let you guys begin entering the line.
Because there's no, it's not like there's any space between these lines, like where the hole starts and where the line is.
No.
It's just the line leads in right to the start of the first hole.
Of the first hole, yeah.
So it's just like
You're just standing there waiting inside the Drunken Clam,
for
which
the shittiest, tiniest mini golf ever.
which I should add, it's so obvious that this is like, obviously, this is some other venue. It's not the real Drunken Clam, but the decor on the inside was sparsely like the Drunken Clam. They had like a couple of like signs
yeah.
and like a couple of like they had like framed posters of the new season because obviously this was all for the new season, and you could like take a photo in front of it and stuff. And like there were some things where I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they had a couple storyboards, physical storyboards of the show from the early seasons, and it's like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it
That's
was pretty
neat.
cool.
But
But
didn't get to play mini golf.
we never got to play mini. I think how it was organized was really shit.
And it cost like $200.
No, it didn't.
It was $40 a ticket, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, no, it was. It was
I'm
30.
thinking
It was
like
like 35 to 40. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To not
you're
play mini
right.
golf?
To not play mini golf.
And to have to spend like $35 more on a burger and fries.
and a drink, a fucking $25 drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
fuck you, Family Guy. Fuck you, Seth MacFarlane.
but also Seth MacFarlane, we know that you started hanging out with Butch Hartman again, and we think that's because of us.
So if you want to come on the podcast and sit on our dirty couch,
Seth MacFarlane, Carl Jacobs, and Mr. Beast.
the trio.
You guys
for
should
an episode
all come on to our podcast.
would be pretty sweet.
Okay, but who would you want on here the most?
Seth MacFarlane would be pretty surreal, but I feel like I wouldn't get a
$10 million check at the end of the session.
No, it would be kind of like when we started the podcast, the whole gimmick was gonna be we do a guest, and then the next episode would be us reflecting on that guest and talking about it.
That's not true.
Remember, we were gonna do the follow-up episode was us talking about meeting Butch Hartman,
But that's because we had to do a follow-up episode where we talked about Butch Hartman.
but we never did.
Yes, we did.
No, because the next episode was Kellen Goff, and the episode after that was Jeff Kenny.
I feel like we've
We've talked about it, but that
was also never our plan to just do the interview and then have an episode reminiscing on the interview we just did.
we were gonna do an episode talking about it for sure, but we never really did an episode talking about it. We kind of just like we'll talk about it in passing if we like met it, but we didn't get to talk much about like how it was meeting Butch Hartman like on a like personal level. But it was a thing where as soon as we started recording the podcast, it was like he turned on, he switched on. It was kind of like
as soon as we started setting up the podcast.
Yeah, where it's like he was really nice and kind and like accommodating, but as soon as the podcast, like we didn't even start the podcast. He started the podcast. He started talking.
Yeah, he started the podcast for us.
And so it was kind of like, oh, we're going. And it was very much like we're only talking about like the stuff you've worked on and like advice for the people watching at home, but it's like we never got to talk to you, Butch Hartman, And so
we
that's
didn't get to ask him about his preaching.
And so I feel like we would get the same thing with Seth MacFarlane, where it's like we get to hear him reminisce about working on stuff.
I don't think so.
You don't think
I don't
so?
think so. I think if we got an interview with Seth MacFarlane, immediately I'd be like, okay, would you like a doink or would you like some whiskey? We're chilling here. This is the chill stream. We're going to be chilling with Seth MacFarlane. And you know what? Here's some pieces of paper and some Sharpies. Let's doodle too.
And a pizza.
And a pizza. And hookah.
Maybe he would be down for that.
He would be down for that. He would. You know what we need? We just need to get to the point where we have a really, really cool set, and we're not just using our living room couch anymore.
This is the equivalent of little teenagers who watch Game Grumps and picture how they'd react if they were on the couch with Aaron and Dan. If Seth MacFarlane was here, we would do this and this thing and this thing.
Okay, but did you do that?
Maybe it
Did you imagine yourself on the Grumps couch?
I
the
think
Gay Agnew Grumps couch.
I think I would like think about. I'd be watching them play Sonic Boom, and Aaron would be like, "This is shit." And this Sonic game, this would happen, and I'm like, "That doesn't happen, Aaron. If I was in front of you, I would call you out for lying about Sonic right now. You don't
Aaron
know what you're talking
will
about."
never have you on Game Grumps.
That is a sad thought. It's almost like I publicly made fun of him or
It's
something.
almost as if you called him out for having 1 million Skylanders or something.
Mark, real talk.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you hate Egoraptor Go?
2. I hate that he spends so much money in his fucking office. He has big amiibo shelves and like, you don't even play Skylanders. Why do you have a shelf full of Skylanders? It's just like a waste of 2,000 grand right there, right off the bat.
Shrugs.
No, that was Jeff's fault.
Yeah, that was Jeff's fault.
That was where it's like I'm not gonna.
Okay, I did a stream where it was me and Mark racing each other to play Donkey Kong Country. I invited Jeff to come on, and
I've never spoke to Jeff before. That was my first time.
So the first thing that Jeff asks Mark is outright, Mark, 10 reasons why you hate Aaron Hansen. Go.
And it's yes, and I'm not gonna be like no, and then that's it.
I would like to mention here is that all of the reasons that Mark gave were all like. They were just dumb reasons.
like
it
buying
wasn't
Skylanders.
Yeah, like it wasn't like an actual vendetta Mark had against Aaron. But I feel like some people, including Aaron, interpreted it that way.
And we know it.
And we know he interpreted it that way.
We know, guys. We know.
He called us his bullies, dude.
When you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I do want to talk about that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, when we were one night when we were inebriated and hanging out at years ago, hanging out at Mickey Lauer's house, I drunkenly got the idea to just send Aaron a video text and be like, "Hey man, you should come over and mix and hang out with us."
Hey! What's up, dude?
You know,
when you're free after tomorrow, after your Scribble Showdown, you should come and hang out with us.
And it was me and Mick and Mark.
And I told you
Amin.
as you were filming that, I was like, I shouldn't be here.
And I was like, whatever. Who cares? Woo!
We were
And
very
so,
fucked
and we were
up.
all fucked up. And so I took the video and I texted it to him because, for those who don't know, I own his old car. That's how I have his number. I own his old car. I don't need to go into it. But, you know, I was drunk and we were all drunk. And so I was like, what would be funny is if we asked Aaron if he came over. And who knows? Maybe he'd come over. Maybe he'd actually hang out with us.
We were so drunk at the time and fucked up and cross-feeded that we genuinely believed.
I was convinced he would come.
And so when he messaged back, politely declining, I was like, what? Why did he decline?
He was fair to decline because the only time we've ever spoken was when exchanging information about the car I bought. But also, I had once made a tweet where when he was releasing his RPGs, I Google searched RPGs and Google was like, "Do you mean Asperger's?" And
which is a funny tweet.
It's a funny idea. I just screenshotted it and tweeted it out, and he obviously was like. Obviously upset by that, so he let me know I was his bully for doing that, which I'm sorry.
I would have, if Aaron Hansen was in front of me right now, I would apologize.
I would apologize too.
I was a snarky little asshole.
Yeah, I was an entitled prick, you know.
But that's it.
But that's it.
that's the
You know what I
end
mean?
of that
That's-
story.
yeah,
Is that
he thinks we're his bullies.
And he's probably right to
And
believe so.
he is. Yeah, he's
within his right to believe that.
No, okay, wait.
Not you.
No, wait. But time out. What did you do that bullied him, Mark?
Oh, I said some mean things.
You called his
and
wife an alien.
I called her something worse.
What did you say? No, you don't have to repeat it.
I was mean. I was rude. I was writing that
okay,
video in
look
my.
Look at Aaron Hansen in his eye. Give him the Ghoul Grumps apology right now.
Aaron, I'm sorry I made fun of you in 2019. Can you believe that was 5 years ago? I'm sorry I made fun of you, Aaron, and I'm sorry I made fun of you on stream. And
apologize to Susie too.
I'm sorry to Susie Burhow.
Calling you an alien.
I called her something worse.
You need to apologize to the cats Mochi and Mimi. You need to apologize to Mochi and Mimi. He had every right to be like, no, I'm not gonna fucking hang out with you. You guys were fucking mean to me. Can you please fuck off? This is gross.
He's within his right.
He is completely fair to say this. To which I even expressed to him, "You're completely fair to say this." But I was genuinely offering the olive branch in that moment.
But it's easy to see why it wouldn't come off that way.
Yeah, of
I
course.
Get it.
Of course.
Because we sent him a drunk video.
Because we sent him a drunk video of her laugh. Yeah.
Yeah. What's funny? Around that era of my channel for like a year, I was.
Grumps era?
Yeah, or when I made that Game Grumps video, I was writing my videos in my school library during study period on a piece of paper. I would write all my scripts physically on paper. And it would be like 10 sheets of paper, and I'd grab them and speak into my microphone reading them. I had them for years.
You still have them?
No.
No?
I probably don't.
What?
See, I remember looking at them once, and I was like, should I keep these? This is like, maybe like 20 years from now, this is something I'll look back on and be like, wow, I have the original Game Grumps video script. But I was like, who fucking cares?
Damn.
So I think I crumpled them up and threw them away.
Damn.
Or but like I moved house since then, so like a bunch of times. So it probably
that would have been cool to have. You could have given that to Aaron as a gift.
I don't think he would have appreciated that very much.
He
could have burned it. He could have
burned it. Yeah,
evil,
he could have burned it. Exactly. He would have returned evil from which it came.
From whence it came.
From whence it came. Okay, but out of all seriousness, I don't hate Aaron.
I just don't care.
I don't care.
That's my feeling towards a lot of like the old commentary
Yeah.
stuff I used to do. Like people still shit on like Veal Skip him a lot. That was my first
I don't even
commentary
know who that
video.
is.
He just makes cartoon videos where it's like.
Yeah, why'd you hate him?
I thought he was. Well, he kind of does. He makes like clickbait where it's like a 2-minute video where it's like Adventure Time just referenced regular show, and in the video is like, in the newest Adventure Time, you see a blue jay in the background.
Like a shitty Watch Mojo.
Yeah,
or a
where-
shittier Watch Mojo.
Yeah, or it's like
Top 10 Final Fantasy characters.
I think
you
recently
fuck.
people were shitting on him for uploading like Krabby Land from SpongeBob is real, and it's just him talking about that Glasgow Willy Wonka thing because people
That's
made
dumb.
fun of
Okay.
it, and it's just like, it's just
Yeah, it's clickbait.
pumping out content, and
That's
it's
clickbait.
yeah, and I made like a 20-minute video where I called him like every name under the sun.
Oh my God.
And so it's just like, it's not, if I were to look back and someone were to say like, do you still agree with that? It's like, yes, but I don't care. Like that's my thoughts on it. And that's my
Yeah.
thoughts towards a lot of the old commentary stuff I used to make.
That's fair. That's completely fair.
It's hard to even think that I did that kind of stuff because I know, spoiler warning, guys. I recorded a video with Scott the Waz. And he was like, oh yeah, I've kind of like known of you for a long time from like you did the animation stuff in like 2019, but before then you were kind of more of like a drama guy. And I was like, ooh, you know, like
That's how you were known.
it's kind of like, oh, this is how I was seen. And it is that thing of like reflecting on it and being like, is this what I want to put out in the world? No, no.
Yeah.
I'd rather talk about Stewie Griffin and
Brian
the
and Quagmire.
Quagmire and all my friends, Peter, Lois,
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah. Don't forget Cleveland.
Cleveland, Brian, Loretta,
No, Loretta's gone.
Roberta.
Roberta's gone too.
No, Roberta's Cleveland's stepdaughter. Roberta Tubbs. Christian loves her.
Yeah, on the Cleveland show, you know, I liked Nia Long a lot better as the voice of Roberta Tubbs. I don't give a damn about this Reagan Gomez, what's her name? Mike Henry would, Sesame Farm and Mike Henry would do themselves a big favor by putting Nia Long back as the voice of Roberta.
I never watched the Cleveland show.
I guess you didn't have a childhood then.
Yeah, because I was an adult when
Yeah.
the Cleveland show came out. Actually, I don't know. Was I?
Cleveland show was like 2007.
No, I was not an adult. I was in 7th grade.
My name is Wensling Brown, and I am here to say, I will fuck your brown. I'm gonna all day.
Yeah. I guess the conclusion to this episode, guys, is that Mr. Beast bars are great.
Hershey's
and-
chocolate sucks.
And we're sorry, Aaron Hansen.
We are
That
sorry.
is the conclusion.
This is the Ghoul Grumps apology, Mr. Beast Bar episode.
We're sorry, Hershey's and Aaron Hansen.
I'm not sorry, Hershey's, and I am sorry, Aaron Hansen.
Mr. Beast is just better.
Mr. Beast is infinitely better.
Sorry, bro.
Get wrecked. I don't know. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Peace. Fuck you. Look at him. You're like holding his head up.
Very, very good. Get away from me, retard.